Events are the backbone of your calendar. And today I'm going to show you how you can use Google Calendar in connection with Gmail and Keep. Hi, I am Pixel Pia. And as I said, events is probably the most important part of your calendar. But they can be used for so much more than just mark a specific time in your daily routine. And today we are going to take a closer look at some of those functions. So let's move over to the computer and take a look at our Google Calendar. So here we are back at the computer and looking at the calendar we worked on last tutorial. Today we're going to look at how we can use events a little bit more in detail. So let's start by setting up an event on the 9th. This event is just a reminder to myself. So I'm going to have a meeting with Pia. I can set this as an event. I can set it as a reminder, and I can set it as a task. In this case, I just want a reminder. As you can see, it's dark blue, which means I can see it in my reminder calendar. And it's just a reminder that shows up on this day. If I move to the day view, let's say that the meeting itself is on that day. If I double click and I have to specify the time, say that I have this meeting at 1 o'clock, I can add a location and that location will show up on the map. I can have a notification if they are enabled on the PC. It's a pop-up. I can add another notification one day before, and this time I want it in the type of an email. So I will get an email sent to me the day before the meeting, and I will have a pop-up notification 30 minutes before the meeting starts. I make sure it's in my right calendar, the one I'm working in, and then I can add a description. And as you can see, I wrote, meet with Pia about collaboration. And maybe I have a document somewhere with some ideas for how we could collaborate on something. I can add an attachment here, a file or a photo. I'm going to invite her to this meeting, and I'm going to give her modify event privilege so she can go in and change anything. So I hit save, and now it asks me if I want to send an email to her inviting her. So now it is sent. Let's go to my Gmail as Pixel Pia, the person I invited, and here we have an invitation. And I can say yes, I accept it. And here we have all the details that was in the calendar. And if I accept it, it shows up in my calendar, in Pia's calendar, with all the information. Let's say that I will take some notes that I don't want her to be able to see because she has access to this event in the calendar. I can go over to the right side here where I have access to Keep, Tasks, Maps, and in my case I have installed Zoom as well. If you don't have this bar visible, go down to the bottom right. You have the little arrow here where it says Show Side Panel. So I want to write down a couple of things that I don't want her to have access to. So I hit keep and take a note. And here you see this note is linked to this event in my calendar. So maybe I have some questions that I don't want to reveal to her before we sit in the meeting. So I write them down here and save. Now let's go to my inbox. I got a message here from her where she invited me to a meeting. She suggested having a meeting on Monday 3 p.m. What I can do, if I accept this, I can send her a quick message. Sure, that works for me, and send. I can go to these 3 little dots up on top, and here you see create event. I click that and it opens my calendar as an event, and I can change. It says just meeting because that was the subject line from her email. So here I can say meeting with Pia. I have to check, since she hadn't written a date here, I have to look. It just said Monday at 3 p.m. I have to make sure that I have Monday, that I have the right time. It copies all of the body of her email into my document here, into my notes. And it asked me if I want to send the reply to her address. And here that shows up. So that is how you can connect your calendar with Google Keep to have notes, how you can share an event using Gmail, and how you can import things from Gmail to your calendar. I hope you found something useful in this tutorial. But there are much more we can do to improve the effectiveness of our calendar. And if you have any additional questions about calendar, please leave them in the comments below. And remember, never stop learning.